a quick video for the group on what the difference is between the Garage Challenge and the Whole30 Challenge. First off, the Whole30 Challenge is meant to be done for a set amount of time, which in this case is 30 days. Our challenge will go a little bit longer, so that'll be one big difference. We would look for you to go a little bit longer with it, but the base goal is to do it for 30 days, if not a little bit more with the challenge, okay? It's a bit stricter than our Garage Challenge, okay? And you'll see that as I go through. The overall premise of the Whole30 Challenge is to eat real foods, okay? We're talking meat, seafood, eggs, vegetables, fruits, fresh or frozen, however you prefer, natural fats, which would include, I hate to use the word natural, but fats, which would include nuts and seeds, avocados, those are all great options, okay? And then using herbs, spices, and seasonings in order to spice your food up. So condiments are pretty limited, just to, in any form, whatever form you would use those in, okay? The things that for the whole 30 days, for the Whole30, you're looking to kind of avoid for those 30 days is any type of sugar. Anything you can think of. Even if you're like, well, what about, if you have to say what about, the answer is you can't have it for, well, you are avoiding it. I don't want to use the expression you can't have it because you're an adult and you can have what you want, but you're avoiding it for the 30 days. So anything, that's everything from molasses and monk fruit all the way through to stevia, xylitol, NutraSweet Equal, to regular white sugar and coconut sugar. Everything you can think of is avoided. That's one of the reasons we don't use condiments on the Whole30 is because, 9 times out of 10, they have some type of sweetener in them. And if they don't, most people don't want to eat them, okay? You're avoiding alcohol in any form, including in your cooking, okay? Grains, I'm going to link the website of the Whole30 page and what it gives you instructions on what you're avoiding to this video, so you can go on and see in detail. For what we've seen through most of the people that have done our challenges, the grains would include, it would include Ezekiel bread, it would include Ezekiel muffins. Those are sprouted grains, and we avoid those, okay? Anything with flour in it, and this all goes all the way through to quinoa, amaranth, buckwheat. If you eat any of those things, you're avoiding those during the 30 days, okay? Most forms of legumes, okay, which is most beans that if you consume a decent amount of beans, it's most beans. It includes peanuts, includes peanut oil. It also includes all forms of soy, which is, again, if you have to ask, what about soy milk? The answer is yes. I mean, it's in the name, but it includes all of those things, okay? The Whole30 looks to avoid all types of dairy, and that's not just cow, okay? That's sheep and goat as well, and in all of its forms, okay? Everything from, cottage cheese to goat's milk to sheep's milk to cheeses to ice cream, everything is avoided there, okay? Carrageenan, MSG, and sulfites, and those are all will be listed on any ingredient list that you have to. That's the thing with the Whole30, you have to read. You have to take the time to read ingredients. If you don't do that and you're like, ugh, I don't want to mess with that, then maybe the Whole30 isn't the one for you, which is fine. Okay, and then for the Whole30, one of their biggest things is to not recreate something in a, quote, healthy fashion. So I'm not having pancakes made with almond flour, and I'm not making a cauliflower crust for my pizza. Like, you're not eating those things. Like, those things are being avoided, okay? The idea of the Whole30 is to change your habits, and in order to change your habits, you can't just simply substitute. You need to actually go through the stages of like, okay, now I am not someone that eats pizza. I am not someone that eats sugar. I'm not someone that consumes maple syrup or honey. All of those are avoided on this. Okay, and again, that's different from the Garage Challenge. The Garage Challenge is a little bit more lenient when it comes to certain things. So that's kind of where it's at with the Whole30. And again, I'm going to put a link to the website on here so you can go on and read in more detail. I would recommend doing that. Okay, if you don't go on and read in more detail, you might get yourself into something that maybe you're not ready for. We would recommend the Whole 30 for people that have done at least one of our challenges, so you kind of have an idea of what you're going to get yourself into. Okay, it's awesome. I've done the Whole 30. This is the one I'm going to choose starting on Monday for the challenge. I've already started the process of starting to eliminate those things because I have been there and know what that's like for me, and I'm a miserable human being to live with, if you could believe that, which is maybe hard to believe. But any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a message, private message me, throw a comment below on this. And, if you have a question, I'm sure somebody else does. Okay. I don't think I missed anything huge. If I did, I'll throw it up there. See you all soon.